Okay, Alex was saying as bunk 4C strolled over to the mess hall. So we won't have many activities together. But the good news is, this time every summer, the counselors start taking volunteers for the social committee. Sarah glanced at her friend and sighed. Alex had been coming to Camp Lakeview for years and years, and she always enjoyed sharing all the tips and secrets she'd gained as a Camp Lakeview veteran. Usually Sarah found that part of Alex's personality kind of funny, but in her current mood, it just annoyed her. "And?" she asked. "And that's relevant to the whole activity thing because—" Alex glanced back at her and pouted. "Well, if you'd let me finish, I'm definitely signing up for the social committee because I want to help make sure this social is the best ever." Her face brightened as she turned to Bryn and Valerie. Not that it would be hard to beat last year. Remember that whole animal disaster? Sarah couldn't keep herself from smiling. The year before, the campers had agreed upon a square dance theme, and Jenna and Chelsea, in some fit of really awful judgment, had thought it would be a funny prank to bring real animals from the nature shack into the dance. At the time, it had been awful. The animals had panicked, the campers had freaked out, and mayhem ensued. Looking back on it, though, it seemed kind of funny. "Anyway," Alex was saying, "I'm definitely signing up." "Me too," said Bryn quickly. "I think that's a great idea. And I have all kinds of experience with set decoration and lighting for the stage, so I bet I could really help out with those things." "Me too," squealed Valerie. I just want to help plan the dance. Maybe make it a little more elegant than last year." Everyone chuckled. It would be hard to get less elegant than last year's disaster. "I think that's a great idea," Grace agreed. "I'll sign up. Maybe Devin will want to go." Sarah remained silent. She felt her friends all looking back at her, but she didn't say anything. The truth was, she'd rather poke herself in the eye with a sharp stick than spend all that time thinking about a stupid dance. She wanted to get to spend time with her bunkmates, but not that way. She'd go crazy listening to them go on and on about boys and who was cuter and who might ask who out. "What do you think, Saris?" Alex asked hopefully. "All four of us on social committee? We'd plan a dance that would keep them talking for years." Without looking up from the ground, Sarah shook her head. "I don't think so." "Why not?" asked Bryn. "I'm telling you, it's going to be great this year. And like I said, maybe there's a great sporty guy out there for you." "I said no, all right? I really don't care about the stupid social." Sarah's friends all stopped short in surprise. Sarah felt her eyes start to burn with tears. "I will not start to cry. I will not start to cry. I will not start to cry." She'd spent the last 2 weeks feeling out of place, separated from her best friends, and freaked out that Abby had somehow brought all the stress of Winthrop Middle School to Camp Lakeview. Any day now, Abby might tell her bunkmates how different she acted back home. All quiet, a teacher's pet, not at all jokey or competitive, like she was here. For the most part, Sarah was happy being sort of bookish at home, but camp was her chance to be anyone she wanted to be, away from the watchful eyes of her classmates. When she'd first tried sports, she'd been shocked to discover just how good an athlete she was. Even more surprising was how much fun she had doing it. But now I'm stuck in sports alone with Abby, she thought miserably. I won't get to hang out with my best friends. They'll all be too busy planning the stupid social. Why did I have to be put in bunk 4C? She forced her way through her friends without looking any of them in the eye and plodded forward to the mess hall. "Hey, Sarah! Sarah! Sarah!" Sarah blinked and looked right toward the sound of her name. Her friend Jenna, formerly of 3C and now of 4A, was standing on the mess hall lawn surrounded by a few 4A'ers. She started waving crazily as soon as Sarah looked up, her messy brunette braid flailing as she moved her head to follow Sarah's approach.